Hello, my name is Jonathan Parker. I will be your instructor for American National Government this spring. My email address is right here, jonathan.parker@icc.edu. Please make sure you spell my first name correctly. This has been a problem. Students will be sending emails to John or Jonothon or all sorts of things, and then they get very upset 5 weeks later when they figure out how to spell my first name correctly, and wonder why I haven't been responding to any of the emails that I haven't been getting. So do a little homework, make sure you're punching in my first name correctly. I'll get the email, there won't be any problems. I don't typically have online students come by during my office hours, but I post them anyway. When I have them, I'm in room 216C. I share it with other faculty members. I'm there Tuesday and Thursday, 1:15 to 1:45 p.m. And if you can't make those and you need to see me and it's something that can't be solved via email, I'm more than happy to Zoom, FaceTime. I was Zooming. I think I've Zoomed with students at 11 o'clock or midnight before. I'll bend as much as I have to accommodate you guys. So talk to me to coordinate a meeting. If you wish to exercise this option, I'll accommodate you. We can find a mutually agreeable time to meet. Like I said, I've met with students at 11 o'clock over FaceTime, via smoke signal, carrier pigeon, whatever. I've done it all. I've been at it long enough where I've done it all. Little bit about me, though. I'm a part-time graduate student. I have a very rambunctious, high-energy 4-year-old. I've been married 10 years. I teach also at Heartland, and I think that's about it. But anyway, I say that's about it. That's quite a lot. So, yeah, we will have to coordinate schedules, but I am more than happy to meet, and will do my utmost to try to meet with you via Zoom or some other electronic platform, if that's what you need to do. Okay? Email, best and quickest way to get to me. Spell my first name right. I'll endeavor to get back to you within 1 business day of your inquiry. Again, I just ran through everything that I've got on my plate this semester. If I take 28 hours instead of 24 in responding to you, please don't get angry with me. All right, I'm doing my best, as we all are. So I'll try to answer an email sent on Monday by Tuesday. An email sent on Friday will be answered by the following Monday at the latest. You can read through the modality description, the course description, the general information, the course objectives, the materials of instruction. We are using Benjamin Kantak's open educational resource. It doesn't cost you 1 red cent. You just click on that, and there's your textbook. You download it as a PDF. You wait for it to go through. There you go. You have a copy of your textbook. Save it to your computer. You can always go back and re-download it every time you need to. I do link it also in the Canvas modules, but I don't see why you would. So anyway, there it is. It's kind of redundant. I guess I put it here too. But anyway, 4th edition. You don't need to purchase a copy. Anything else that I use, I endeavor to get through all of this, but it hasn't actually happened yet that I've been able to get through all of it. I'll post it on Canvas. Nothing, you shouldn't be spending any money on any course material here. All right. As I stated, email is the quickest and most effective way to get in touch with me. Utilize the email address listed at the top of page 1 of the syllabus to get in contact, and I'll do my utmost to get back to you within a day. I will really try to get back to you within a day. If it doesn't happen, I'm sorry. I take no offense, nor do I find it annoying if you email me saying, hey, did you get that email? Because I'm a human being. Sometimes I do forget. Sometimes things do slip through the cracks. So just to sum it up here, emails are addressed to Mr. Parker. I'm Mr. Parker. I don't have a doctorate, so it's not doctor. I choose not to use professor. It's just plain old Mr. Use of my first name is disrespectful. Do not refer to me by my first name. That being said, now all assignments must be submitted via Canvas. There will be, I don't think there was last semester, but I can only think of 1 or 2 occasions where I've done something different, but you're going to submit everything via Canvas. No Google Doc submissions will be graded. All right. Academic citation etiquette, please be honest. Please do not plagiarize. Whenever you turn in a written assignment, you are required to cite your source. If A, you use a direct quote from a book, article, website, etc., or B, you paraphrase a chunk of text from the book, article, website, etc., or C, you present a theory, argument, opinion that does not belong to you. It's okay. In fact, it is appreciated to acknowledge other people's ideas, theories, or arguments, I think. Probably there is one original idea left in academia on Earth that somebody will find probably 50 years from now, and then all the originality will be tapped out. We all borrow from, paraphrase from, learn from each other. I truly believe that we are all lifelong learners. As I said, I'm a part-time graduate student. It's okay not to know everything. I don't claim to know everything. Nobody, if somebody says they know everything, they're lying to you. Cite your sources. It's okay. It's encouraged to look at outside sources to develop answers. It's fine. Just cite your source. You need a bibliography too. You're required to provide a list of sources that you've utilized for any assignment in which you utilize an outside resource. Outside resource is defined by me as anything that isn't your textbook. So you'll use that MLA 9 for bibliographies and inline citations for this class. Use the template in the following link to construct your bibliography. That's just one citation generator. Any citation generator you use where you plug in MLA 9 is going to get you the same result. So don't feel like you have to stick with that. Address EasyBib. It's just the one I've used that I've had luck with myself. Inline citations are also expected in any writing assignments that you turn in where you have used outside sources. Again, outside sources meaning not your textbook. General guideline, if you have any doubts about whether something needs to be cited, just cite it. Don't take chances with your grade. And here, big old important point, Wikipedia is not an academic resource. Do not cite Wikipedia in any work that you do this semester. It will negatively impact your grade. I don't know, I get asked this every semester. I've just started saying probably to the tune of half a letter grade for the assignment that you've used Wikipedia on. All right, Wikipedia better not be appearing in any bibliography that you use. Now, the next question that I get, yes, the links at the bottom of Wikipedia pages are generally okay. You are encouraged to use your own good common sense when visiting those links as places to start. Again, places to start your research. But that should not be the only thing that you're using. Academic misconduct, plagiarism. If you visit page 24 of the Student Rights and Responsibilities Handbook, it says this. Based on the severity of the offense, the instructor may recommend failure for an assignment or failure for the course. Multiple instances of academic misconduct could include sanctions up to dismissal from the college. I've gotten to step 1. I've failed people for the assignment. I've not had to get to step 2. Please do not make me. It is a heck of a lot of paperwork. And cheating, academic misconduct, plagiarism, it's been an issue every semester I've taught here. The first time I catch you plagiarizing, I'll give you a 0 for whatever assignment you've plagiarized on without the opportunity to redo it. This includes the major writing assignments. The next time I catch you plagiarizing, I'm going to fail you for the course, and that's just it. No exceptions to this will be made. Other types of plagiarism, cheating, in other words, include copying or obtaining information from another student, contracting for original work with a third party, and generating or revising assignments with the aid of artificial intelligence tools that were not expressly authorized by me. And just to spell it out, I am never going to authorize any sort of artificial intelligence. It's not okay. It is cheating. I'm not getting a sense of how well you have absorbed information. I am only understanding how well you can type a prompt into a computer. That's it. Do not use artificial intelligence. AI is getting better, I will grant you, but it is still glaringly obvious when a student has used AI. That's not to say one or two haven't gotten by me, but it's pretty clear. Late submissions, as a rule, I do not accept late work. However, I things happen. Basements flood. People get sick. You have a circumstance, an unfortunate circumstance, like an illness or a death in the family does occur. Just talk to me. Make sure that you have proof of what you said happened, did happen. If you come to me with an excuse like I went to a Taylor Swift concert last night, or I had other homework to do, you're not going to be turning anything in. Nothing at all. That just shows that you don't have a whole lot of respect for me, the institution, or the class you're taking. That's all that does. So, late work, generally no, but yeah, there are instances where it's okay. And it's something that I would accept. Statement on the use of artificial intelligence. Now, this is like the third time I'm hammering this in, so it might be important. In this course, you must create your own original work to be submitted for a grade. The use of artificial intelligence is prohibited at any stage of an assignment. Coursework that is found to be AI generated is subject to the following consequences: failure of assignment and written account submitted to the appropriate college administrator with the first offense, and failure in course and written account submitted to the appropriate college administrator for a second offense. And that is identical to what is up here. Please do not make me do that. It's a heck of a lot of paperwork, as I said. Methods of presentation, I don't need to get through that. We will be doing first semester experience. That will be 10% of your grade. Those will be modules that you'll see on Canvas. We'll have 3 tests, and those will be worth 10, 15, and 20% of your grade respectively. Then everything else is just 45%. Now, evaluation of student achievement. You will have at least 1 essay, most likely essay questions on a test, and 3 unit exams, which I've laid out right there. One of the other tests that is not the final may be an essay test. You will have classwork and homework as assigned. These assignments will always involve some form of writing. News resources I've included here, just, if you're interested in keeping up with American and Illinois politics, you should be. Some of those are helpful. College services. And some of those are to the left of the spectrum, some of those are to the right. I tried to be centered when I originally compiled this list, back when Andrew Jackson was president. These links leaned in other ways, but the goal was to be as centered as possible. I would actually recommend looking outside the national media, like BBC or the BBC really is the only thing that's coming to mind at the moment, to get a sense of what is truly going on in the country. Sometimes it's an outside perspective, provides the clearest path towards what is actually true. So college services, I'll just skim this. Accommodations, you shouldn't need them in this class. My assumption is just that everybody has an accommodation, so tests and quizzes, you get time and a half on anyway. So if it's a 75-minute class, we're presuming 75 minutes. I would, at minimum, give you 75 plus 38 minutes. It's late at night, I'm sorry. So nobody should really need that. But if you do, and you feel like sending me the accommodations, then, there's access services, email, there's the location. Tutoring, I encourage you to use tutoring for this class and others. They are world class. They do a good job. Counseling, mental health is health. Don't be afraid to seek that out if you need it. We don't do sustained counseling. It's short, brief, to the point kind of sessions. They have lists of community resources that can be utilized if you need more help than they can provide. Technology, help desk, please call them up. People have written to me trying to describe problems they're having with computers and asking me to troubleshoot software issues. It's not that I don't want to help you, it's just that I can't. So the technology help desk, they're the experts. They are the people you should consult if you have technology issues, not me. Again, not because I don't want to help, but just because I can't. Career services, they will help you with resumes, mock interviewing. Good if you're going to graduate and go out into the workforce. Of course, withdrawal, it's your responsibility to drop or withdraw from this course or any others. And I have down here the drop dates. So February 4th, you can add or drop and get a refund. April 18th is the last date for withdrawal, and then May 6th, the last date for a late withdrawal with instructor and dean approval. And we'll go back up to where we were. Title IX, we are dedicated to maintaining a safe and healthy educational and employment environment that is free from actual or perceived discrimination, sexual harassment, and sexual misconduct on the basis of sex, which includes sexual orientation or gender-related identity, under the Title IX of the Education Amendments of 1972, Title IX, 20 U.S.C., If you believe you have experienced or witnessed someone that has experienced misconduct, please contact our Title IX coordinator at this email. All right, we are committed to creating a community that affirms and welcomes persons from diverse backgrounds and experiences and supports the realization of their human potential. And you get in touch with the same person if somebody's creating a threatening, intimidating, harassing environment in this course. Commit to integrity. As a student in this course and at this college, you are expected to maintain high degrees of professionalism, commit to active learning and participation in this class, and integrity in your behavior in and out of the classroom. This means you will conduct yourself as though you are serious about your education and learning to work with others in professional environments, both on-site and online. And more on that in the Student Code of Conduct. Controversial issues. Yeah, it's American politics and government in 2026. There are going to be controversial issues and civility and problems in the country with general civility. So for reading and writing assignments as well as discussion, you be prepared possibly to confront historical events, concepts, and beliefs which you may find controversial. disturbing, and potentially offensive. Small time out for me to say it is not my intention to be any of those things. I am almost positive, anyway, that I'm teaching you the facts. I am a human. I make mistakes when those are pointed out to me. I correct them, just as we all try to do. But I am teaching you the facts. I am trying to teach you how to think, not what to think. All right? That should be the goal of education, to shape how you think about things, not what to think. Getting told what to think about things, that's called indoctrination, and that should not be happening. Describing, analyzing, and understanding such things does not mean we approve of them. In case of disagreement, maintain an attitude of civility and mutual respect. We all have a right to our own opinions, as well as a mutual obligation to refrain from insults or hate speech, verbal or otherwise, that would impinge on others' rights to a safe, shared learning environment free from intimidation or harassment. Disagreements and debates, those are perfectly fine. Those are an essential part of higher education and why we're all here. The key is to challenge ideas intellectually rather than attacking people personally. And that's what we've got to try to work past, right? This is incorrect because I happen to know that there are 100 senators in the U.S. Senate instead of 101. Instead of Mr. Parker, you're a no-good, lousy so-and-so. That's the difference of what I'm talking about. Combat with facts, not personal attacks. Attendance, you're expected to attend class each week. Attendance is defined as completing homework assignments, taking quizzes and tests, as well as logging on to Canvas. And attendance is also kept for reporting purposes for when I am asked to mark who the never attenders and non-attenders are, and that's just to keep us in compliance with the state of Illinois in terms of financial aid. When it comes time for me to determine attendance, I'm going to look at your activity on Canvas to see when the last time you logged in was and determine what you have turned in. You can't skip or stop logging onto Canvas and not turn in your work and expect to stay in and succeed in this course. And there are many people who have tried. I had a student once who disappeared on me for 3 weeks during a summer course to go to a bachelorette party in Mexico. And she came back and was very upset that she could not pass the class. No idea where she went until she came back with 2 weeks left in the summer semester. There was nothing that I could do to pass her at that point. The college handbook states that 5% of classes missed during a semester constitute an excessive number of absences for a class and may merit being dropped. 5% of classes constitute approximately 1 week of class. And Canvas shows me when you've logged on, what you've looked at, how much time you've spent. I know if you've missed or haven't logged on for X amount of time. So I'll use that as a guideline, what you've turned in, how often you've logged on, what you've completed. When I determine non and never attenders, I've had to drop students for excessive absences and would not like to have to repeat the practice, so just log into class and save me the trouble. What constitutes academic activity? Good question. Submitting an assignment, taking an exam, attending a study group, initiating contact with me to ask questions about the course. And examples of academic activity do not include logging into our Canvas page without doing anything, talking about the class with a friend, or going to counseling, personal or academic. You need to be familiar with and be able to use the following to be successful in this course. I don't need to go through that point by point. I don't think. Time commitment, I have tried to keep this about 7 to 9 hours a week. And syllabus change, basically, I can change the syllabus if it is needed to. I have not typically change the syllabus, and when I've done so, it's only been to take things out. I've never added. Miscellaneous, I do not advise taking a test and then forgetting about the material. I've arranged this course so that one topic builds on another. You'll be hearing and dealing with everything we study throughout the semester, especially federalism, so keep your notes and study. You may, strike that, you will see test questions from the first test on the final. It is not my responsibility to chase you down and make sure that you're keeping up with your work. This is in high school. You are all presumably adults. If you have to take some time away during the course of the class, you must ask me or a classmate what, if anything, you might need to make up. If you choose not to do this, don't be surprised if you start seeing a lot of zeros on Canvas. And if you have trouble keeping up with assignments or other aspects of the course, make sure you let me know as early as possible. I want to try to help. I really do. My goal is not to fail students. My goal is not to give zeros. I want to give everybody passing grades, but, that doesn't happen all the time. But you'll find that if you let me know and if you take the time to build rapport and effective relationships with me or other professors, I'm sure most of you probably have jobs, your bosses, that those relationships are key to becoming an effective professional. So make sure that you're proactive in informing me when difficulties arise during the semester so they can help you find a solution. I want to help you find a solution. So just before you throw up your hands and walk away in despair, please reach out to me. I will help if I at all can. All right? So you'll need reliable access to internet and your email. I hope this would be fairly obvious in an online anytime course, but the college makes me put it in the syllabus in order to complete the course. So all ICC students automatically have an email account. You must use your ICC email address for this course. So, if students have tried Hotmail, Yahoo, whatever other servers, sometimes it's ended up in spam. It's nothing I've done. It's just the college, during my employment here, has at varying times experimented with levels of strictness on the mail that they allow through. So if you send your question or whatever through your ICC email, it will get to me. Again, if you spell my first name right. Takeaway here, keep an open line of communication with me and you will be fine. You will learn something from this class and may even enjoy yourselves. Stranger things have been known to happen. So this is the projected course schedule. This is pretty much how it's going to be. I don't anticipate any change from what I have here. All right, so you can go through this. When test 1 is going to be, when test 2 is going to be. All right. When the final is going to be. The final is going to, it's most likely going to stay that way. But the dates could change because the last couple semesters, the college has been a little bit confusing as to what exactly it is considering the final exam week. So I'm just going to put this in here as an edit that the dates for the final may change, but probably it'll be this. So important dates, the add, drop, withdraw. Dates, of course, are very important. Add, drop date, refund, February 4th. April 18th is the last date to withdraw from a class. May 6th, the last date for a late withdrawal with instructor and dean approval. All right, so that is it. That's the course in a nutshell. I look forward to getting to know you all more, and welcome to the class.